COVID-19 patients were keen to cast their votes in the by-election for the 5th constituency despite their sickness. The authorities designated special polling stations for the COVID-19 patients, providing all needed requirements. Director General from the Public Relations in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Ghada Ebrahim, joins us to talk about the Ministry of Health measures to ease the voting process. Good evening, Dr. Ghada.
Good evening, and thanks to the Ministry of Information for this meeting.
What are the Ministry of Health requirements to ensure a smooth electoral process?
Well, first I'd like to thank the Ministry of Information for their efforts on the media coverage for the 2021 parliamentary by-elections in the 5th constituency. Well, the efforts that have been prepared for and executed by the Ministry of Health in order to ease the voting process and to keep everybody safe and secure from the infections or any emergency problems, dehydration, hypoglycemia that might occur to voters or participants, as our teams of more than 200 personnel of healthcare professionals from different departments at the Ministry of Health have participated, from infection control departments, the primary healthcare doctors, the nursing staff, the emergency medical services team. They are distributed in more than 200 personnel in each shift. They're going to be covering the morning shift, that, as you already noticed, that they've been covering until 8 o'clock. And the second shift will be from 8 p.m. till the next morning until the final results are over. They'll be covering 27 clinics in 27 schools all over the 5th district. 26 of those schools are distributed in 13 female schools with 13 clinics provided, 13 male schools and 13 also male clinics provided, but with doctors, nursing staff, emergency medical services, but in a minimal amount of 2 to 3 of each department. But one school, which is Al-Atika school, it was serving those that are infected or have been in contact with COVID-19 patients and those that are quarantined. Those voters will be attending to Al-Atika school. This is a special school that is provided for male and female voters to attend to that school. And the clinic staff are equipped with full, proper PPE. PPE stands for personal protective equipment, to deal with such cases in case of emergency, in case somebody collapses with hypovolemia, somebody collapses of dehydration, hypoglycemia, chest pain, any medical emergency. The personnel that are there are fully equipped with the personal protective equipment to deal with these cases. And there are also 15 backup medical centers. Also, as part of the setting, to make sure that all are safe, and we keep on advising all the voters and the participants in the election process to keep on wearing their masks, covering their mouth and nose at all times, keeping the social distancing on the markings on the floor once they enter the schools. And if they are asked to reveal for their face and their identities, they can remove their mask for a few seconds only, just for the judge to see their face and identify them, and then they have to put their masks on again. Concerning the sanitizers, the Ministry of Health has provided sanitizers available all over the schools and at the entrances and at the clinics, where all the staff that are attending the voting process, they can use the sanitizers provided. There are also checkpoints, temperature checkpoints at the entries of schools and at the voting areas. 14 ambulances are also available to dispatch those in need for transportation to nearby clinics or nearby hospitals. It depends on the severity of the cases. And as well as the Minister of Health today, Sheikh Dr. Bassel al-Sabah and the Undersecretary Dr. Mustafa Rida had a tour this morning in Al-Atika school and other schools to evaluate and inspect the preparation of the clinics, and he affirmed that the electoral process was proceeding in an excellent manner, and the staff will continue on serving in this electoral by-election until the results or the final results are announced tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ghada, for being with us tonight.